Hello, Zach Goodyear here with Village Real Estate Services. Want to go through a brief overview of the Nashville market as a whole in terms of Davidson County sales of single-family homes and condominiums from January of 2009 through February of 2011. We're going to go through three categories here. We're going to go to look at total inventory, which is this red line. We're going to look at total closings, which is this blue line, and then we're going to look at total pendings, which is this green line. Let's start out with the total inventory here. If you look at the total inventory, if you've seen any other videos, you know that these humps represent a typical market cycle. They peak at about midsummer, June, July, and then they valley out in December, January. A lot of times people will take their homes off the market in December for the holidays, and they'll put them back in the market, and as the weather gets warmer and the spring selling season begins, people will put them back in the market. If you look at a trend line of the total inventory that is on the market, that is going down over the last 2 years, which is a good sign. We've had excessive inventory on the market over the last few years, so getting back to normal levels is a good thing. What that also does, supply typically brings demand back up, and so it will typically cause prices to increase. If you've watched the residential video, you know that the pricing is on an upswing in terms of single-family homes. If you watch the condo video, you know that the condos are still on a little bit of a decline in terms of pricing. Our expectation is that will reverse itself. But overall, the total numbers of single-family homes outnumber condominiums quite significantly in Davidson County. So most of this inventory that you see here is single-family homes, and most of the pricing, thereby I don't have pricing on this chart, but most of the pricing will be trending upwards, and if it isn't now, it will begin to trend upwards soon as demand becomes greater than the supply. Let's look at the total number of closings, which we have in the blue line. You'll see first off that the green line precedes the blue line usually by 30, 60, sometimes 90 days. That's typical. Pendings will usually come before closings. Pendings are a good leading indicator for what will happen in the future. So if you look, for instance, where we are now, the end of February, then you have a spike in pendings, which should mean that we should see a spike in closings to follow in the next 30, 60 days. Now, if you're wondering why inventory is lowering, so it's for a variety of reasons, but one of the reasons that causes it is some sellers feel like they just shouldn't be selling their home right now, or they can't afford to sell their home right now. Maybe they bought it for $500,000 in 2007, 2008, and they can only sell it for $450,000 now, and they don't feel like they can take that much of a loss. So you see a lot of people sitting on the sidelines, which is lowering the total number of inventory. Eventually, though, as the inventory declines, there's still going to be buyers out there looking for the good homes, and there's not as many of them, so there will be more competition for those good homes, which will continue to drive pricing. And as prices rebound, I think some of these sellers, this inventory line, some of these sellers will start to feel more comfortable in selling again and selling their homes and putting them back in the market so that they can get the prices they want, which will then hopefully drive more buyers to the market because they see more availability of a good product. That is our interpretation anyway. This is, again, just a broad overview of the market as a whole. If you want any more in-depth analysis, you're welcome to contact us. If you have any questions, by all means, reach out to us. Don't hesitate to do so. You can reach us at evansgoodyear.com, and we hope to post more of these videos maybe sometime in the middle of the summer as we have a little bit more data to work with. Hope all is well, and thanks for checking us out.